everyone, welcome to Message Jess channel. My name is Jess and I've been doing digital art for about 3 years now, and thinking back, there are things that I know now that I wish I knew 3 years ago. And so today in this video I want to share those things and hopefully it will benefit you in some way. Also, why I am sharing that, let's do a painting today as well. So one thing I didn't know back then was famous artists make bad art too. I used to look at these big artist accounts and they have hundreds of paintings and all of them are so beautiful. Then I look at my 3 pieces of painting and I just done and it looked awful. But I didn't know that these big artists, they have bad art pieces too. They just don't post it on social media or in their portfolio. So maybe out of the 200 paintings they've made, 50 was bad and they only show people 150 good paintings. And all I can see was these 150 beautiful paintings. So if you just start making art and think your art is ugly, don't worry, you just haven't got to the good part yet. Number 2 is art skills take time to build. When it comes to art skill, unfortunately, there's no shortcut. At the beginning of my art journey, I often look at these beautiful art pieces and think, if I just learn these people's tips and tricks on how to paint, or if I just know what brush they use, I can paint just like them. But that wasn't the case. There are so much knowledge to learn to become a good artist and apply these things that you learn into your painting. Using your own hand and own creativity, it takes time, and there isn't a way to cut the process short. You just have to do your time. And number 3 is famous artists are not gods. I know it's so weird, but hear me out. When I first started drawing and painting, just like everybody else, I went online and tried to learn from other artists, especially the popular ones on social media, and I learned a lot from them. However, there's something you have to keep in mind. Their tips and tricks are only suggestions or recommendations. If you can't apply these tricks into your painting, or the way you do it is different than the way they do it, it doesn't mean that you are doing it wrong. Everyone has different art style and technique. Find the tips and tricks that fit your style. Don't change your style just to fit these tips and tricks. Another thing I learned is art style is overrated. When I first started drawing, I follow a number of artists on Instagram, and they have their own very unique style. And everybody tells you need to have your own style. And I'm not saying it's not important, but when you first start drawing, that's the last thing you should be focused on. Why? Because you need to learn the art fundamental first. It doesn't matter what style you're trying to do. They all need the foundation of art fundamental. Color theory, composition, perspective. Yep, that boring stuff. Make sure you learn it. The equipment you use, the brushes that you have, won't help you if you don't have the basic fundamental down. Another thing I learned is copy other artists is not a sin. Go ahead and copy other artists, trace their art. Alright, I know a lot of rocks gonna be thrown at me now, but hear me out. As long as you don't post it online and don't claim that it's yours, make sure that you copy them for study purpose only. And make sure that you're not just copying them, but understand why they do that. Learn the technique that they use, the brushwork that was done, the way they place their composition, the way they use the color in certain areas. Learn from them as much as you can. And next time you do your own painting, apply those things that you learn from other artists. So those are the 5 things that I learned in the past 3 years. If you know any more, leave a comment below. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.